Hi, I'm back with round two of my new favorite books. We have a little different format going here. I wanted to give the screen to the books that I'll be sharing with you, and I want to provide a little excerpt from each book this time so you can kind of be thinking about if you own the book, how you might use it with the children in your classroom, or if it sounds like something that has a message in it that you would like to share with your own personal children. The first little book that you see here, I'm pretty sure was written for me because I can so relate to it. But then again, I think there's a lot of us, including children, that can relate to this. So you see here that the title is Be Where Your Feet Are. So let me share just a snippet of this. These are my feet, and this is me. Sometimes I'm not where I'm supposed to be. My brain gets crowded. There's so much going on. I do three things at once and get two of them wrong. Be where your feet are, I hear people say. Do one thing at a time. It's a much better way. Every day, my feet get ready for school, but the rest of me, well, has other things to do. Is your homework in your backpack? Did you brush your teeth? Don't forget your permission slip for the field trip next week. Remember, you have a game tonight, so hurry home right after school. Good luck on your trombone tryout, and try hard to follow the rules. I'm gonna have to stop right there because I don't want to read you the whole entire book, but you can see that this is a child who's dealing with trying to keep his mind where his feet are. And I think that's something that all of us are faced with almost every day. The next little book I want to share with you is one that I wish I had thought of because it's very timely, of course, and it's called Lily's Mask. Now, I'll give you a little background information here. This little girl's mother is busy making her a mask, but she doesn't really discuss with Lucy why she's doing that. So Lucy's imagination begins to run wild, and she thinks about that mask and all the possibilities. She may end up being a queen with a mask at a masquerade. She may end up being a superhero. She may end up being a pirate or a detective. She's just not sure. And then her mother calls to her one afternoon and tells her that her mask is ready. And here's what she says to her. This is a special kind of mask. Let's try it on. Now you're a superhero. With this kind of mask, you really will help save the world. Now, I know I gave away the ending, but I just wanted you to see that the whole concept that she has towards the end of the book is maybe she'll become a superhero, and how her mother plays upon that and says, you know, you truly are being a hero because you are helping to protect others around you. So it's just got a great message, probably a good message, not just for children, but maybe some adults that need to hear this story as well. This book is so cute, but I'm telling you, you may have to make some decisions about, you know, if you want to use it, how you're going to use it. I just, you know, you'll see what I'm talking about when I introduce the characters to you here. The title is It's a Book by Lane Smith. Now, get ready for your characters. You have a mouse, a monkey, and a donkey that's referred to as a jackass. So if you choose to use the book, just know that's in there, and you can, you know, educate your children on what the term jackass is related to a donkey and what that really means. So let me share a little bit of this book with you. What do you have there? It's a book. Well, how do you scroll down? I don't. I turn the page. It's a book. Do you block with it? No, it's a book. Well, where's your mouse? Can you make the characters fight? Nope. Book. Can it text? No. Tweet? No. Wi-Fi? No. Can it do this? No. It's a book. Look. And the story goes on. But how timely, and this is my biggest fear, is children are going to forget what books are and what they feel like in your hands, because so much emphasis right now is having to be put on digital reading. So it's so important that we figure out a balance, that the digital reading is not overpowering having that hard copy text in their hands. And research shows us they comprehend, and so do we, so much better when we can actually hold the text in our hands. All right, next little book. This is a new book. It's called The Whisper. And I just love this because it's about a little girl who loves to read so much, and her teacher recognizes this. So she offers her a book that I believe it's her grandmother who had given the teacher the book. And so she offers it to this little girl, and the little girl is so excited. But then when she gets home, she realizes there's no words, there's no story in the book. So it makes her sad until she hears the whisper. And the whisper tells her the story's there. You just have to use the pictures in your imagination, and the story will come to life. And it does. So we go with her on this journey of creating this story as she looks at the pictures that are in the book that the teacher has given her to read. Now, this is really, really good for, the importance of gathering more information out of pictures that are in picture books, because sometimes the author uses that to add to the text that's at the bottom of the page. But it's also great. It offers lots of ways to bring this into your writer's workshop. And I even love that at the end of the story that she has created, before she gets to the end, she has what she thinks she wants it to be. And you see her revision work here, and then her ending to the story. So this is a book that's fun to read, but it also offers a lot of teaching opportunities for both reading and for writing. The next book is called The Mermaid's Purse. You can see I've got my Post-it notes here where I've been doing some thinking. And this is by the author that we know we can always count on, Patricia Polacco. And in this story, this is actually like a memoir for Patricia Polacco, which are so many of her books are. But she's talking about, it's either her grandmother or her great-grandmother, and how she loved to read as a child. And she had so many books that her father decided to build her a library, of which she named The Mermaid's Purse. And you find out why it's called that as you read the book. But her father builds her this library where she can store her books. And she's so thrilled with this that she wants the farmers and everyone in their community to appreciate reading as much as she does. And she wants them to be excited, but they're not so much. So she's just perplexed how they cannot understand how wonderful reading is, until one day when one of the farmers has a problem with one of his sheep, and she happens to be nearby, and she remembers something that she recently read in a book. And because of that information that she got from a book, she's able to help that farmer save his sheep. And there's other little events like that that take place, and those events cause a change in how the community views reading, and they become now very interested in the books that she has, and they have this need and this desire to want to read, which thrills her immensely. And then you have another turning point that takes place. There's a storm that comes along and causes great destruction to her little mermaid's purse, the library. And because of the impact that her love of reading has had on the community begins to rally and to help her put back together her library that they all end up enjoying in the future. It's just a great book about the love of reading. This book is so timely, and the message in it is it's just a very powerful story that I think needs to be shared in lots of classrooms. And the title, there's a little glare here, but the title is My Shoes and I. And this book is written in both English, and Spanish. And this is based off of a true story of the author. And it's about his mother, who is already in the United States, and he and his father are still in El Salvador. And they are going on a journey to get to the United States. And the mother sends him a pair of shoes. He's so proud of those shoes. You can tell he's never had a pair of shoes exactly like those before. He talks about all the things that he can do in his shoes that he couldn't do before. And then they begin their journey. And children begin to recognize as you're reading this book that they're not hopping on an airplane and going to where they're going, that they're actually having to migrate most of the time by foot to get to the United States. So it could be a treacherous journey, and his shoes, you know, you see the wear and the tear that it has on them. Really, you see that through what's happening to these shoes that his mother has sent him. But the family is reunited at the end, and it does have a sweet ending. But it's just a testament to so many things that we take for granted, and so many things that immigrants go through, you know, trying to get to this country and trying to make a better life for their family. So I would very much encourage you to get your hands on this book. Comes close to being a tearjerker just as an adult, you know, relating to knowing what's going on in our world and knowing that there's so many children who have been through what this author is describing here. And I really like at the very back where the author's note, where he gives you, and so does the illustrator, they speak to this story and the truth behind the story in their own experiences. So, My Shoes and I would highly encourage you going out and purchasing that book. So let me know what you think, and I hope you see one or two books here that you'd like to get your hands on. My battery's about to die, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks.